my name is Charlotte Colbert. I'm an artist and filmmaker, and this is my piece that I'm so incredibly excited to have in New York at the most incredible location at the Flatiron building on the first day of spring. Hooray! I hope you guys can come and see it and meet strangers, talk to people you wouldn't talk with before, and interact with the piece. It would be really wonderful to see you. This is a 30-foot sculpture called Dreamland Sirens. It's made of polished steel. On one side it's got a blue eye, and on the other it's got a bright eye. For me, the eye acts as a portal between our outer worlds and our inner realities. It's also like a protective sort of talisman, and it's come to symbolize within my practice the power of imagination, and especially of collective imagination. We're creatures of language. Everything around us was imagined by someone before. You know, my trousers, your camera, your cup of tea. So everything that we imagine today becomes tomorrow's reality. And I guess it's important for us to remember that we can imagine everything differently, and that futures that are being presented to us are just one options of millions, and we collectively have the power to imagine lots of different alternatives of our future. And I just hope that the eye can act as a small reminder that we have this power collectively, and that, you know, some of the futures that are presented by some corporations or by big tech aren't the only ways, and there are millions of others, and hopefully we can find them together and discover them together. So yes, I'm very excited to have the opportunity to show the work here, so thank you so much, in one of the best cities in the world. I mean, the most exciting city of serendipity and chance and wonder and possibility. A city that I grew up on, all the poets and, you know, photographers, filmmakers, theatre makers, a city of books and characters and smarts. It's just wonderful, really, really exciting.
We are so excited because this is a series of firsts taking place here. A first public appearance for Charlotte's work in New York City, so let's hear it for that. And a homecoming for her of sorts, having been born in New York but based in London. Another first also in partnership is this relationship partnership between the Meatpacking District and our friends at NoMad Flatiron. Of course, there's competition every day.
I guess our futures are being sort of mapped out for us and presented to us as very specific, but we have to remember that I guess we live in imagined structures, and we imagine everything around us, this harp, this camera, our political systems, everything. And so in some ways, what we imagine today becomes tomorrow's reality, and we can all collectively reimagine different futures and different ways of being together and different ways of doing stuff. I don't have any answers, but hopefully all of you do. And I guess it's sometimes like I feel we get presented, you know, in some instances by large corporations or the tech world. We sometimes potentially a little bit forcefully visions of the future as if they were the only vision of a possible future, but actually they're just one within a million myriads of possibilities that we can reinvent and we can create and are there to be discovered. And there's a million ways that we can plan Earth living versus space living. I personally find the idea of having to take off tons of layers to go to the moon an incredibly exhausting endeavor. But yes, so anyway, public sculptures are the most important thing, I think, in that sense, that they can really hopefully facilitate in a small way chance encounters and, you know, sparking those conversations which can hopefully find some form of solution and everything. So I want to thank enormously everyone who made it possible. Thank you so much. Obviously, New Public are amazing curators, and my amazing team, like amazing badass women, San, Ava, and all the girls at the studio. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful, and I can't do anything without you. Thank you. And thank you all for coming.